Hello friends, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we are just learn the once again HTML controls, different types of controls, how we can implement it, how we can run it. So for that purpose, what are the different softwares are used, that things we are studied in this video, as well as we are seeing some different controls which is related to the forms, and as well as we can see the one application for the HTML. Okay, so let's start. Before that, I just want to discuss or want to say that for to implementation the HTML, you must have the some editors. Okay, so for that I already given the instruction that how we can install it, how where I am staying, all these things, right? So already you have the digital accounts and you have to go there, and in the download section I'm already given the softwares for the to editing the HTML tags. Okay, so out of that too I'm using the here Sublime 3 versions editors or text editor. So you can use also anyone. Okay, so I show you both controls. So let's start our first practicals, as well as we can say that so demonstration of the total controls. Okay, so as you know that I already say that to use this editor, so okay, so for that purpose you have to install that first. So how we can install this? So you download this exe and then double click and then go on this part. So where they are installed, so as like this, so we have to go inside this C drive, then program files, see the names which is given there, Sublime Text Editor 3. You have to make the folders likewise. Okay, so for example like this or like this. Okay, you can write anyone. Okay, so we are using these programs, okay, for the practical purpose. Okay, so see this is our first file that where actually we are linking the some tags. Okay, so for the introductory purpose, you know that this is our page, and our web page is divided into two parts, that is the head and the body. So in the head section what we are doing, say for example suppose you have to run this, so what we have to do for run, right click, simply right click on this page, open in a browser, click on this, open in a browser, so we can get the this path, right, this page. So output of this page, right? So this is the first tag. So in head tag we have to give the link tag. What is the use of this link tag? We are connected this images, okay, here, as well as we have to provide the name for this title for this page. So that's why home is the title for this, and this is the image where actually we are given the path for this, where actually they are storing, as well as the size of that image, okay, as well as the type of that image. Okay, and we are just simply displaying the welcome to web programming label at center and in H1, okay, block, that means in a bold section. Okay, so in this way we are our output is showing, right? So after that, you know, in depth we have to design the different activities. So for that purpose you have to implement the different tags. So what we call for this, these are the attributes, okay, different attributes for the tag. Okay, so we just see the directly example that you have to also implement at your sites. Okay, so what we are doing inside this, I show you. So we are just doing like this data. Okay, we want to show the some links, different types of links, URL link. That means you have to transfer from one page to the another page. So how to do this? So we are connecting some different pages to each other. Okay, as well as we are given the some division tags here, sections we can see that. So our page is divided in that. Some font example is also given there. So how to do this, we all this part, list related tags, text related tags, some that font is actually used inside this example. Okay, so we can some also list are implemented, those are unordered or the ordered list is there. Order, that means we are given the some numbering, that A B C D is capital form or Roman numbers we are given. So this we called as ordered list, but where we actually supposed to give the circles or squares or the this radio buttons. Okay, so this such a types of symbols suppose you have to apply, then that list we called as a unordered list. Ordered list is given the numbers. Okay, so we have to show the some list. So how to do this? So for that we are writing these codes. Okay, so as you know that how we can write it. So you have to right click here, take the new files. Okay, give the extension there. Okay, say for example, like this. Okay, so you have to give save as this file first. So say XYZ. Here give the extension for this page, so that it will show it will call the basic built-in tags. Okay, so xyz.html, this is the sample. Don't give like this name xyz, you have to give the proper name so that you can understand which page is used for what purpose. Okay, so at the time of, so in this way, in this HTML folder you have to save these files. Okay, so once you are given save this file is appear here, and the control is coming here. Okay, so then you have to write the HTML and then simply enter this, all the basic tags related to this is coming here. Okay, so you just simply save it. Okay, so we not given any title for this, so it's supposed to see the output, then right click on this page and open in a browser, click on open. So here xyz.html is coming, right? So suppose you have to give the title for this. Okay, say for example home, and we have to give the image here. So how to do this? So simply this I'm given this page. Okay, so for the time purpose I'm just okay, okay, so this is our so see this, still our we are given the title for this page is a home. Okay, so whatever the content we are, just after the editing you just save it this page and then see the result. Okay, so once we refresh here, the home name will appear here, and the name this is the image which is actually stored inside this folder. Okay, this is the path there. Okay, so this images appear here. Okay, except this, so just refresh this, see this home name is coming here, and this image is appearing here. Okay, as well as our part, this label is showing at this page. Okay, so in this way you have to start your applications for or start your web page buildations. Okay, so give the home the name for this page properly, title as well as the, so but still the name of this page is what, xyz.html. okay, but what the title is showing at the output side, it is a home page, right? So that means this home and this same page, same file, you have to remember it. Okay, so same manner we have to design the different tags for the different purposes. Okay, so let's see how they can use. So for the background purpose, okay, so this BG color is used. Okay, BG color, that means the background color for this body, entire body. Okay, so our background color is green. Okay, say for example. Okay, so link is showing in this way. You have to give the name of that link, color name of this link. Okay, Now what we are doing here, we are making the some divisions, right, for the this path, as well as we are making the some hyperlink. Okay, so how to do this? For that, anchor tag is used. So this is the syntax for this anchor tag. Okay, so simply you just write the a, so it will provide you the like this syntax. Okay, so that means what, you have to give the name here where you want to shift it, right? So after pressing this label, the label is present here. So as example, suppose page is the label. Now when we clicking on this page, our pointer or our page, the page will appear in front of you like this. Okay, so for that purpose, suppose this is our page. Okay, say for example this page. Now this page is different. Okay, suppose you have to see the, if you click on this page, this link.html file is actually connected with this page. Okay, so suppose you have to shift it from one page to the another, then you have to give the hyperlink for this. Okay, here you have to give the name of that file where you want to shift it after the clicking on this page. Okay, as well as what, say this is your link file. So what here we are doing, suppose I am clicking on this page, it will again come on the that page. Okay, so you have to give the hyperlink for this. So for example link is there. So what we are doing, once we clicking on this part, okay, so this again link, when we clicking on this link wall, the control will shift on the introduction.html page. Okay, so that means this introduction.html page is connected with this link one label. Okay, so by using the anchor tag and href. So in a href, this is attribute, you have to give the URL there where you want to shift it. Okay, so once you are clicking on this part, it will come on the introduction page. Okay, so for you have to make the different connections, different pages connection. In this way you have to do this by using the anchor tag. Href is equal to the file name where you want to shift as well as the label name. Okay, so once we are clicking on this part, it will showing in this way. So there is a content, some different contents, but there is a some hyperlink again, so that you have to decide where you want to shift again. Okay, so in this way you have to implement. Okay, now the another part, that means we are making here four different sections, right, 4 different parts. So one part, that means you have to make the link. Okay, so once we clicking on this page, we are shifting on the link page. So link sample here we are understanding by using the anchor tag, we are making the links. Okay, now see the gallery, right? So that means what, when we clicking on this page, our control is shifting on this page. Okay, so images.html, let's see. So here we are storing the different images. Okay, so for example, so you are storing the different images here. Okay, now you also give the in a similar manner, when we click on the text or hyperlink given to the text, in the similar manner you also give the hyperlink for the image also. So suppose you have to click on this image, the page will come here, but simply you have to understand that how to give the how to display the image here, right? So for that purpose, again we see, so our page name is here what, image.html, sorry. So images.html, this is our file. Okay, see this. So here are given the image source path. Okay, so for example this one. So what is the tag for this, where we want to show the some different types of images, that is img src is equal to source, you have to give here. Okay, which tags you have to use, img, you have to give the src means the path where you want to where actually your image is stored. So my image is stored inside this folder. Okay, see this my images this image.png file is present inside this folder, so that's why I am given the path there. Okay, so in the same manner you have to give the path. Okay, so by using the image src tag you can display the images on the different pages. As well as you have to give the hyperlink for that image. So in the same manner, that suppose I am clicking here, I am given the image, the height, width, and the suppose photo alternate name is given there. The border, that means if suppose border is 0, that means there is no any border. If suppose there is a 1, that means it is a border, is a single border is there. But if the greater than this 1 value is there, then that means that it is the thickness of that border. Okay, thickness of that border. Okay, so for example, suppose I am here doing border is a 6, suppose 7, and then just see this, so it will increase the borders. Okay, so that means border 0 represent there is no any border for this image, say for example 0, so there is no any border for that image. Okay, so supposed to give the border, then you have to give the simply 1. Okay, so single border is coming there, but you have to supposed to increase the thickness of this border, then you simply give the greater than value for than the 1. So say for example 6. After doing the editing, just make it save. So thickness, that border is showing here. So in this way you have to assign the borders. The alignment, that attribute used for to this image is showing in the center manner. Okay, so this is the height of this image, width of this image, as well as the space between the horizontal, okay, and the verticals. Okay, so these types of application, that means in the same manner you can also display the images on the different images on the page, web page, right? So this is our images holding web page, images.html file. Okay, say again come back to the gallery. So gallery, in the gallery section generally all the images is stored, right? So here we are seeing this how can make the links. Now in this example we are seeing how we can insert the images. Now the another part, that means the table. Okay, another part is what? It's a table. Okay, so see this part. Now our table is a different types. Okay, some table have the some borders, some table is not with are present in a without border types. Okay, different page, our page is divided into different parts, so that table again used for that purpose. Okay, so there have the different use of table tag. Okay, so table is what? It's a collection of row and the columns, okay, as well as the data, right? So simply click on this part, see this is our some samples of the table. Now here the weekdays and the activities are the label, okay, header parts, okay, and these are the some table data. Okay, Monday, songs, activity, Tuesday, these are the table data. Okay, this is the one type of table, right? So here our table is divided into rows, that means horizontal, these are rows that we called as a row, and vertical column we called as a column for this. Okay, so this table is divided into rows and the columns, right? So here 2 columns is there, and the how many rows are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and the 8 rows are there, but out of that is 1 row is holding the header sections, right? So just see the code for this. Okay, so table, now our table example is there, right? Because our name of that example is what? Table example HTML. So just open it. So here we are using the table tag, right? So table tag in this way we have used less than table, width of that table, height of that table. Okay, give the in a percentage wise, so that if suppose, why we using the percentage, if not using the percentage, suppose I am reducing this size. Okay, so this thing is not happen. Okay, see this, our table is also compressed, right, or expand, right? So suppose you have to implement in this way, or you have to do this in this way. So for that purpose you have to assign the percentage sign for that. Okay, so as well as again we are given the border bg color for that. Okay, a table, border color of that table. Okay, say example border, how the border color, the borders. Okay, and the background color of that table, as well as cell spacing and cell padding. That means how much space is given in between the here and the from top to bottom and left to right. Okay, so in between this row how to give the space. So for that purpose cell spacing and the cell padding is used. Now see this, the table is holding the some rows. Okay, this is our header section. So we are given the title for this page, that is a sample of table 1, right? Okay, sample of table 1, as well as we are given first our row will, this is our row wise table is drawn here. So our first row is holding the header sections. So for that purpose, for the row purpose, it is tr tag is used. Okay, for the background we are given the background, this is the property, okay, attribute, and this is the value. So this is the name of the color, 00 has 007 cc3 is the name of that color. Okay, so it will show in this way. Okay, now the here two headers are present. So one header is, we are given the header name, that is weekday. Okay, weekdays. Okay, as well as we are given the font for that, means we are given the color for that. Okay, so for that purpose font tag is used, and color properties where we are given the value is white. So in a white color they are showing the header first. Now again activities are given in a such a same manner. Okay, so this is our row first. Okay, this is our row first. How to take this? So as example, suppose tr. Okay, so in this way you have to take the row. Okay, then you have to write the th. Okay, so in this manner you have to implement this part, right? But see, in this example we only just there is only one single header is present. After that there is a data, right? So if you see the second row, so our second row will hold the name of the first day and the activities of that on that day, right? So this is our second row. So again tr is taken for the row inside this. So except the ts, here we are, our data is writing, right? So that's why td tag is used. Okay, and the some activity, so it will showing in this manner. Okay, so you have to write this codes for the table. Okay, in the same manner we are again taken the third row, Monday. Okay, in this way you have to write the table content. Okay, and then here ending the table. Okay, now again we are starting the sample of table number 2. So this is the one type of table. Now the see the second table, this is our sample 2, right? So here what we are doing, we are dividing the table in a some web page format. Okay, we are given the some header here, some rows, and some rows are combined together, merged together. We are assigning the some footer. In this way, suppose you have to design the table. So what we have to do for this? Okay, so like this. Suppose this is our table. See, again we are given the some header. The table width we are given the in 100%. Border is 1. Okay, so this is the border. Now our now the first is what we are making here, td, right? So what column span we are taking 2. Column span means these are the two columns that you have to make together, or we have to combine together. So this is called column span. Okay, so all these are merging together. So this is our label. Okay, except the label, again you or except the text, you can also display the image here. Just simply write the image tag by using the image src tag. So now here what the another part is, that means here we are doing here are the 4 rows that you have to combine together, so merging together, so we called as a row span for this activity. Okay, so here we are the row span 4, that is the 4 rows are here that you have to combine together, that we called as a row span and the column span. Okay, so in the same manner you can implement this. So this is the second way that you have to display the table. This is first, then this is second. In the third, we are displaying the same image inside the first column. So how to do this? So for that purpose, again we are taking this example. So just simply write the image src in a column after the td tag. Okay, so this image will showing in this area. Okay, we also assign the some border for the height and width also for this. Okay, so this is our third type of table. So here we are showing, or we are understanding that this is the one model of table or type of table. This is another type of table where we actually making the some merging operations, rows and column span attribute is used. Here we are using the image tag attributes, or tag, right? So in the same manner you have to implement all this part. Okay, so here we are seeing the some page, links, gallery, and then again different types of table, as well as again we see some example like this one. So here is another type of table, though this table don't have the borders. Okay, and this is the border. So with proper alignment, this is the border table and this is the borderless table. Okay, but again this is the row and this is the column. Okay, so you can span it or combine it together. So here we are making the two column span. Okay, this is a table number second. See this column to span, we are doing these two columns we are spanning together or combining together, that we call the column span 2. Okay, now we'll see this. So in the same manner you have to implement all this part. Okay, so table examples and this links example, table example. Okay, once again I show you all the codes, so slowly you can run your video so that you can understand. Okay, so here we are given the syntax for the table. This is the another example. Okay, here are the links. Okay, so this is the hyperlink example. The images, that is the images example here. This is your image example. Okay, and the last part, that is nothing but what? The form. Okay, so here you have to implement some form, right? But before that, again just see some different tags. So that is the font related. Okay, so again say for example div tag is used to divide the page. Okay, where is, okay, this div tag is used to divide the page. Okay, so this is the means we are dividing this page in some particular way. Okay, so for that purpose div tag is used, or a section tag is used for to divide this page in a section manner. Okay, horizontally. See this. So this text is appear at the left side. Okay, and this text is appear at the center and the right side. So for that align, div align is give right, center, left. Okay, align you have to set the value for that align. For the font Okay, example, here is given font tag, size of that font, color for that, face means the style of that font also. So you can also give the Times New Roman here, Arial I am given here. Okay, then this is a big and small. Okay, so for that big tag is used. NV at the ampersand and NVSP tag is used to give the space between these two characters. Okay, and the second one is the Internet of Things. Okay, you have to given here space in between this. So for that purpose NBSP tag is used. This tag is used. Now the text level tag, see here bold. Okay, the if suppose given the bold or H1, it is showing it a bold, B means bold tag. So our text is displayed in this manner. Italic, that means the little bit italic manner text is showing here in this way. Underline, that means you have to give the underline for this text, so U tag is used. Strike, that means you have to give the line in between this word, so this strike tag is used for that purpose. Now the superscript, see this super tag is used for to give the superscript, and subscript give the base for that. Okay, now little bit list tag, they just understand here. So for that purpose we are using the list tag. So there are two types of list, that is ordered and unordered. So first we see the unordered. See this UL, that is unordered list, type is circle, that means we are showing the circle in front of the word. Our list content under this unordered list, there is so many list content are there, items are there. So first our item is LI for item, list item, I stand for item, L stand for list item. Okay, unordered list, in that list item are, first our list item is coffee. Okay, second is tea, third is milk. Okay, suppose you have to accept the circle, you have to show the square in front of this, so in this way that circle is also appear. Okay, so suppose this list is showing in a same line. Okay, but inside this again you have to show the different list, then in this way you have to write. Again there is a disk type images type for this list is, okay, that means circle, filled circle. Square is also you have to give. Okay, then ordered list, order, that means we are given the numbers for that. So or like LI list item, here you have to use the OL. Okay, ordered list type is equal to 1, that means we are given the 1 2 3 4 like this, and the list item are again same. Okay, and suppose type is ABCD, then you also display in this way. Okay, ABCD, then I, in the same manner you have to display list. Okay, suppose in Roman, then you have to write the small I or capital I, and then end the all sections. So this is our list. And the last example, that is the form. Okay, so for form is used to for the user control. Okay, user activity, user interaction purpose, form is HTML form are used. So how to do this? For that purpose I am running the one website, so that you can understand that forms. Okay, so again inside this form so many planning you have to do. That means you can take the help of the table, so that your content is arranged in a proper manner. Okay, so table we can take the help of the table to draw the form. Okay, so on the form different controls are present, like text box, text area, radio button, check box, buttons are there, labels are there. Okay, all these things is appear there, okay, on a form. Okay, say as example registration form your, so many fields are there, right? So you have to check box are there, some radio buttons may be there, right? Some buttons are there. So in the same manner our form will hold all these things. Okay, so for that practical I am showing you the some running. I show you the example that I am running here. So what here I am doing, this is our one index page. Okay, so this is our form basically, where actually we are given the we divide this area. Okay, see this table style is given, we are font family Arial, background we are given the in this way background.jpg. So our first is suppose of course you have to decide the row, okay, inside this table contents. Okay, so these are the table content. Also assign the some td height and width for that. Okay, so I just run this application so that you can understand. So for running this I am taking the help of the web server. Okay, so localhost web server I am installing, that name of that is XAMPP. That also you have to do at your side. So how to do this, I give another video for that purpose, how to install it, how to run all these things, but just understand the example of these forms. Okay, so that I'm just taking the help. So just I'm running this. So for that, how to do this, localhost slash say suppose stud. Okay, so this is our example. So what we are doing here, we are designing our forms. Okay, so this is our index form, right? So that means some images is moving here and there, so for that purpose marquee tag is used. Okay, this is the header. Actually this index here some header page is actually used. So see this marquee tag is used in this way. Okay, so marquee align is middle, behavior is alternate. That means this image are moving here and there, from here to here. So for that marquee tag is used. Okay, for moving the images. Again there is a given the references and the images in the by using the image tab. Okay, also we are given the space in between the two images. We are given the space in between the two images. Okay, so we are given the hyperlink for this page is a home. That means same page is actually called here. Okay, we are given the here hyperlink for the text. Okay, so once we are clicking on this part, okay, see this another page is coming here. Okay, page is coming there. Okay, so suppose you have to make the account opening or the database entry, simply design this form. Okay, so this is our master table, master form. Okay, simply suppose you have to make the new database entry, then data entry form you have to design it. See this, here we are taking the text box and the some label, we are taking the some help of the table, and we are given the some color for that table. So in the same manner you can also implement these forms. Okay, so for that purpose I am using some tags. Say for example this wooden background we are using. Okay, so that's why it's showing in this way. So the background is wooden, that is the image there, right? Then suppose now the what we are doing here, we are dividing our table. This is the entire table, we are dividing table into this. Say for example see this part. Now our first row is we are writing here, so table, this is our entire table. Now out of this table first row is our website header, right? So here we are dividing our table, right? So you have to go in this way. So this is our table data that you have to place at the center. Okay, so this is your example. So in this way you have to implement it. As well as our second row is what, like this. Okay, so we have to moving the images here, right? We have to moving the images here, so that's why we are given the like this syntax. We are writing the like this syntax. So in the same manner you have to give the or write the code for form. Okay, now here again some form is used, some tag is used for to displaying the images here. Now see this, some pop-up text is coming when we are given the cursor in on cover on this part. Okay, so for that purpose here we are given the title name, okay, for that images. So image src, image is home. Okay, this is our home image, and suppose you have to display the title there, then you have to give the title attribute there and the width and height of that images. Okay, so that image is coming here. Okay, once we are clicking, we are given the hyperlink for that, it will go on the first page. Now another area, that means again our another table is there. Again we are writing the table inside the table. You also implement in this way. You can write table inside the table, there is no any problem, but you have to remember where the content you have to show, in which row and where they want to display. Okay, that plan you have to make it. So here the table inside the table. Okay, so this is our first table, right? This is our first table that is showing here, right? Now this is the another table. We are dividing all this part actually, right? Means we are designing the form in this way. Once we are writing all this part, okay, simply click on this register so that it will register inside this page. Okay, so this is the activity related to the database. Okay, so what is the tag for this? Just see this part. Faculty ID is there. Okay, okay, just go on this part. Okay, so this image is coming here. So faculty ID is right here. So text box is used. So what is the syntax for this text box? See this is the input. Input is the tag used for to writing the or to displaying the text box there. Name is staff ID. Okay, staff ID. Text is here, we want to show the text. Okay, so that's only text is given here. Field is text field. Okay, ID, size, max length of this tag is how much, so that is we are mentioning here max length. Align is left and placeholder is xyz. That means where what content you have to display there. So xyz we want to display here. Okay, so that's why we are given there. In the same manner, the name of the faculty text box is given. Again same, in this way you have to write. Okay, this same. Okay, input tag is used for that purpose. Okay, to displaying the text box. This is the syntax of the input. Okay. Tag. Now this is the combo box. Once we are clicking, we are showing the list here. Okay, see this is a branch of that label is appearing here, right? This is the content. Now here we want to show the control, and that control hold the list of the different courses, right? So how to do this? For that purpose, select tag is used. Okay, select tag and the branch name. Select tag and the branch name. Okay, now what are the selection, and we have to provide the options for that. So there have the some 4 options, right? So options is the tag name. Under this select come with these options. Okay, option holding the actual value. So value is equal to CACIT or the any value that you have to display there, where this in this list you have to give the value there. So you have to, for that purpose, use the select and the option tag. So how to write this? In this way you have to write it. Now again there is this text box used in same manner, okay. So mobile number we are using the again text box, okay. For the email ID again we are using the text box, but simply we are displaying labels in this way. Now here is the file uploading facility, but still we not implementing these things. Just understand, okay. Address, the male female is coming here, so these two option is showing here, so that two option is only writing here, okay. Then some file uploading, text area is given there for this city, and once you for the password purpose we do not want to show the password, so for password purpose you have to write in this way. Input type only except the text you have to write the password, okay. The name is password, the type is password, that means we cannot see the text, okay. This is the class our text ID and the password is ID, the size of that is 40, okay. So in this way again you have to write the confirm passwords, that means again do not want to show the text, so the confirm password field that type is you have to keep password, so we cannot see the text there, okay. And this is our last part, that is a label. So this is the header file that we are accessing at the footer file that we are using at the last side, which is writing in a PHP. So how to do this we can understand in another video, but just understand here how we can write the form. So this is the example of the form, okay. So what actually happen once we are doing these things, what is the use of this form? So we are entering some data, say for example 1 2 3 4, name of that faculty is suppose Sagar Mai, the branch we are selecting suppose it is in the mobile number we are writing suppose this is the email ID of that person's, say for example, which is what male, okay, gender of that, city is suppose Palouse. Here we not implement this button, we after showing you here we are use the button. So what is the code for that button? Input, you simply give the type submit, name of submit, okay. Value, that means register, that means this label is appear there, what label you have to display there, this give inside this value, width of that, okay. And the button, again there is a button, submit and the cancel, another, there are two buttons are used, okay. So again type is a button, right, name is the cancel, value is the cancel, okay. You can write button or the submit, okay. Now you have to write the password there, so then I write the, see this our text is not showing here, so again and just simply click on this register. Once we click on this, our entry, this whatever the data is entered here, that data we call as a record, all these records is putting inside the database, okay. So that we call as a applications, okay. So see this, our another page is, that is our data is present inside this database, okay. I show you all these activities in the next video, but just understand. So for that purpose the form is used. So this is our successfully our data is entered inside this database, okay. So once we clicking on this part, so it will come on the first page, okay. So this is the example of the form, for that purpose that form is used, okay. I hope you are enjoying these lectures and you are understand what is the use of this form and all the tags. At your side you also implement all these parts and make a practice so that you can understand the very well, okay. In the next video I show you the applications and the database activity, so that you can understand how the form is used and how the form is implemented, as well as how the entries are done, or some entries is happen inside the database. Okay, so how to create it, how to run it, all this part we can see in the next video. Till this video, in this video we just understand the basic tags and the related parts. Okay, so we can go through this video, and as well as the slowly you can move your video as well as understand the each and every parts. Okay, on the basis of this I can take the one oral also with objective or in some MCQ manner. So I request you that slowly you can move the video and understand all these parts and implement at your side. Okay, so for that purpose you can take the help of the desktop, laptop, or any okay, but you have to implement it. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying or understand all these parts. So here we are stop the lectures, and you can go through this video and implement the all the tasks that I am showing here. Okay, thank you very much. We can meet in the next video. Thank you.